Hi pet lovers, hi poodle lovers. Thanks again for joining us on an exciting episode of our poodle series on Gina's Grooming channel. We have Ava, this gorgeous champion dog, with us here. Just letting you know, if any of you guys have questions about why she's on a table without a grooming arm or a grooming loop, she has been trained to be on a table since she was about this big, 3 weeks old. So just a note of caution, anyone who is working with your pets at home and you don't have a dog that is a championship bred and trained dog, make sure you secure your dog on a table with a professional grooming arm and a grooming loop. We're going to be focusing on how to do a shaved poodle face. Ways you can call this, you can call it a clean face, a poodle face, or a shaved face. Either one of them basically is removing the coat from a poodle's face and giving him that very distinctive poodle expression. It also keeps them cool. There's a lot of historic reasons why this is done, but really I love keeping my poodle also nice and short in the face. Let's talk about the equipment that we're gonna need to go ahead and do the tasks at hand. Okay guys, so without further ado, I've got my clipper. I always start with a 10 because that's the safest blade, but I like to go backwards against the grain. I'm right-handed, so I go ahead and I start working with the pet over here on their right-hand side. I touch them before I start anything to make sure they know I'm gonna be clippering them. And with my 10 backwards, I go ahead and start clippering. Okay, very good. Now I'm going against the grain because I've got my 10. I'm gonna go ahead later and check with my 30, that's with the grain. And there's some places that I actually go against the grain. Okay, so I'm still with my 10, lift the ear, okay. Get in front of the ear. We wanna make sure all of this is nice and clean. And then we're gonna go ahead and look at that line. Be really careful when you're working with that line. You go too far up, there's no coming back from that for a few weeks. Okay, now I'm gonna go on my 30, switch to my 30 blade and go down. Okay, now she's got a gorgeous V. The breastbone is really where you want to drop down. You take this a little bit lower. Okay, perfect, okay. Now when I'm coming up to the chin here, I have found very good, now I'm gonna be checking my blade. Let me go ahead and spray. And wipe. Away from the dog, obviously. Wipe it. Okay. So I was underneath the chin here. I've got my clipper set to a 10. This, you want to make sure that all of that skin, nothing is loose, okay? Because this can be, luckily she's a young dog, but as your dog gets older, watch out for that, okay? I'm going to show you what I do around the lip. This is where in dog grooming competitions, they're always going to check to see how short this is here. Okay. I'm on my 30. Go around the lip. Pull. And you can go the opposite way on this too. Making sure you don't cut the lip. Be very careful with your work. Now all of these hairs by the mouth, I go ahead and lift them up. I get them that way. Okay, now I'm gonna go back to my 10. So I'm gonna do the 10 backwards on the face here. Dogs are kind of sensitive around their nose. I'm gonna show you how you can deal with that. Okay, baby girl. Now, because I'm going in this angle, I'm gonna go with my 30 with, so basically you use the 10 and the 30 interchangeably, but where you need it to be a 30, again, if you can put your finger right by the edging of the eye. Okay, take a look. Very nice. And then I also have a habit, we just want to check those little spots. Right before the corner of the eyes, I'm on my 30. I usually give this a little bit of a really tight against the grain, right there. And now I went back to my 10, just around the bridge of the nose. Okay. Perfect. Checking my blade. Okay, we're still okay. Okay, baby girl. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much, Miss Ava, for being such a good helper with us today and getting you guys the knowledge of how to take care of your poodle in between professional grooming visits. Please remember to like this video. Thank you. Subscribe to our channel so we can bring more like it to you. We will see you next time.